See here, and welcome back to another Hell in a Cell review. Today we have Hell in a Cell 2013, Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton with special guest referee Shawn Michaels for the vacant WWE Championship. So let's begin. The first person to enter the cell was Shawn Michaels, followed by Randy Orton, and then the last one was Daniel Bryan. Oh, never mind. The COO, Triple H, decided to show up last second. He had the WWE Championship with him. He shook hands with Orton, but Bryan did not want to shake hands. Michaels then held up the WWE title as the cell lowered. And then, right as the bell sounded, Bryan hit a missile drop kick, and then Orton came back with a drop kick of his own. Orton then gave Bryan a suplex so that Bryan's ribs went into the top rope, and he did it again. Then he knocked Bryan off the apron and onto the cage that surrounded the ring. Orton used the steel steps as a weapon against him by propping them up against the cage, but in the end, Bryan ended up throwing Orton into them. Once they got back into the ring, Bryan got a 2 count. He set Orton up so he was upside down in the corner and hit a running drop kick to the chest. Then a running kick that sent Orton over the top, and then Bryan did a flying goat dive that sent Orton into the cage. He did it one more time, but when he tried a third time, Orton moved out of the way, so Bryan went smashing into the cell. Orton then drove Bryan groin first into the ring post because he's mean like that, and followed by a modified backbreaker outside the ring. Back into the ring, Orton wanted a suplex, but Bryan countered with a sunset flip into a power bomb, and then both guys were out. Nothing really important for a little bit. They just had a nice back and forth. Bryan threw Orton into the cage a few times, and he jabbed him with a steel chair right in the ribs. Nothing really important until Triple H made his way down to ringside. That was a nice chant for him. He was basically just called an asshole by I don't know how many people, 30,000, probably more. But it's nice hearing that chant. After that, Orton moved the chairs out of the ring. He had an overhead suplex, and Hunter was telling Shawn to do a better job while that was happening. Michaels missed the pinfall. Orton told Michael he'd been slow counting him all night. And then Hunter asked him if he was going to do it. Michael said just to let him do his job. Orton hit the DDT off the middle ropes. I don't know what that's called necessarily. I think there's a name for it, but I don't know what it is. Michaels was distracted by Hunter, so when Bryan shoved Orton, he went right into Michaels. Michaels then sold it as if he was smacked in the face. Jesus Christ. Triple H asked him if he was alright. Triple H then grabbed Dr. Sampson and they opened the door to get into the cell. Bryan hit a running knee to the face of Orton, but Michaels couldn't count because he was still knocked out pretty much. Bryan told Michaels he had to count. Hunter went to the ring. He pulled Bryan away from him. The doctor checked on Michaels. When Triple H turned around, Bryan hit the running knee to the face and celebrated with some yes chants. But when Bryan turned around, Michaels nailed him with sweet chin music and knocked him out. And then Orton covered him, and then he looked down at Triple H, and he reluctantly counted the pinfall. The match went 22 minutes. Now, there was nothing outright bad about this match. Also, this review is short. Jesus, we're at 4.5 minutes, not even. I'm going to have to do a bit of talking about the review part. It was a decent enough match. It wasn't amazing. Considering what Bryan and Orton were capable of, it was not that great, but it was alright. It had a good story to it, decent ending. But, it was alright. It did mark 3 pay-per-views in a row without a clean finish. So, yeah. However, it is nice that there's a champion instead of it just being vacant. After it ended, Bryan was helped out of the ring by officials. And Orton had the WWE title. He helped Triple H get to his feet. Hunter looked out, but when Orton showed him the title, he smiled. They were both happy. The show ended with Orton posing with Triple H and the WWE title in their possession. I mean, I feel like Bryan should have won here. Just looking at it all the way through. I will say that it's hard to say it was a bad idea to not let him have the title. But if you looked at it like through the eyes at that point, then you would probably say he should have gotten the title. Nothing that much. They did kind of bury Bryan just a little bit by having him lose again at the time, but looking at it now, it was definitely a good idea to keep it off of him. But anyway, my match rating, I'm going to rate it like a 6.5. Just because it was an alright match. It was nothing outright horrible, but it wasn't that great either. It led to another non-clean finish, which the fans at that point were getting kind of sick of. And at the time, it held off their number one guy from getting the title. So they were not happy. But anyway, that's it for this review. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.